That's where you want it.
Every time you pull your dick out, bro.
I got dividends on my money. I was at the 9 or 10.
10.
I had a couple 8s and got rid of them.
They ain't dimes, but they're close enough.
You gotta spend time with a 5 to appreciate an 8. That's why I'm here. What's your last name?
Van Kirk.
Oh, Jesus, Kai Van Kirk.
Kai Van Kirk. Kai Van Kirk.
That's a pretty interesting name. Kai Van Kirk.
I'm from another planet, bro.
Where are you from?
I don't know.
I'll ask you in a minute.
I forgot. Reporting live. Kai Van Kirk.
That escalated quickly.
This is Kai.
Don't know what to do with my hands. 3. Did you write anything down?
No.
Killing it.
Rock and roll.
What's up, guys? We are back at VM3 Productions. This time we have Kai Van Kirk as the guest.
What up?
He is a Dallas resident. You're born and raised?
Born and raised. I grew up in East Texas, though.
Oh, like
I mean, not like, they call it East Texas. I don't know why. So I lived in Kaufman County, just kind of all around. Graduated from Kaufman.
Yeah? Oh.
Yeah.
That's right, I moved around.
But I went to like Options, which is like the alternative program.
Oh, bad kid?
Actually, I went by choice because I got behind. Like my 9th grade year, I fucked it all off. So whenever we moved to Kaufman, I basically had to go to that program because they did all your schooling in modules. So since I was doing, because I moved out young, I moved out at like 15.
Yeah.
So I had to go to work, and then I was trying to finish school. So I went to that program so I can catch up and get done with it. Just to, because I was like, well, I have to get the diploma so I can get the job, so I can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So little did I know.
I did that same thing when I was 15. I was not living at home, and I ended up going homeschool. Graduated early because it was really just a pay-for diploma. Like once a month, you drive to Louisiana, turn in the work you did, give them $80, and then they give you the homework, and you just spend the rest of that whole day just doing all of it for the month, and then you just hang out.
Oh, dude, I'd rather done that. That's cool. I had to go there.
Cool. it was
like,
pretty cool.
It was like half days, and you just kind of hung out with the bad kids.
Oh yeah.
Which they were bad. They were just screwed. Like their whole family lives were just tatters, and it's like, man.
It's not this.
I mean, I'm with y'all, but like I'm not here because of that.
I wanted to be. I'm catching up.
Yeah.
I did some summer school. That sounds kind of like summer school. I did two summers.
Yeah, it's basically like your normal school is summer school. You're just with all the bad kids that didn't pass, so they just kept going to school so they can just keep going.
Just one day you'll get it. We'll believe.
Yeah, we'll just eventually we'll just check you off and just get you the fuck out of here, you know.
Oh man.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, we got into that. It got dark. Other than that part of your life, what are some things like you got going on right now and lately?
Yeah. Well, just a little bit of my background. I'll try to be as brief as I can because I always talk too much. So when I moved back to Dallas basically Dallas from East Texas, I got a job for a large food distribution company. And I basically grew up there. Started like in the warehouse.
Like big food?
Like the big foods. Yeah, no. Like no, like the places that actually deliver groceries and all that stuff to the restaurants, schools, hospitals, and all that stuff, like all the bulk stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all brought to you by 18-wheeler drivers. Yeah. So I started in the warehouse working in a freezer for like 10 hours a night. It was a night job. And they worked like 6 nights a week, but we were making money.
Yeah.
Dude, I went from being a car salesman post 2008.
What was it a specific like type of car dealership?
I worked for a company called Randall No in Terrell, Texas, home of Jamie Foxx.
Oh.
Yeah. And they had a bunch of cars. They had like Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Hyundai, Ford. I sold Subarus. So anyway, yeah, I used to work for a large food distribution company, and I drove 18-wheelers for like, we'll say at this point it'd be 8 years. A little over, but about 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the end of the career, which was 2019, right before COVID happened, at my job, you didn't meet your coworkers. You just kind of like go in, you get your shit, and then you leave. You go out and work your day. Once you're done, you park the truck, go home. So I didn't really, because I worked my way up, I kind of just knew all the managers and all that stuff as they became managers. So I kind of just did what I wanted, and I just stayed to myself, got the work done, went home. So I never met nobody, if the only way I would meet you is if I went to go help you on a route. And then we just chatted up, hey man, how long you been working? And he was like, oh, I've been here like 5 years. And it's like, oh dude, never seen you before, because you never see your coworkers.
Yeah.
So one day I went, and I would never go help anybody. I got like towards the end of it, I was like, I got plenty of money on my route. I got a big route. I don't need to fuck with and help nobody. Going home. 30 hours a week, that's all I need. So one day they were like, hey man, we got a guy. He's from East Texas. That's how they like pulled me in. They're like, he's from East Texas, from where you're from. He's having a hard day out there, so if you wouldn't mind going to help him. And I was like, all right, I'll go. Had to drive all the way from North Park in Dallas all the way to Mesquite, which is in the complete opposite direction of where the warehouse was. So I go out there. I end up meeting this guy, and he goes by the name of Jimmy Manhennett. This is my business partner. Shout out to Jimmy Manhennett, Uncredible _Jimmy.
Yeah.
Put it right here.
Oh, it's gonna go there and
right
like
here.
Maybe here.
Put it right here.
Here.
Look, and now we can do the weird pointy thing that everything, like,
here.
we can say, look, we got a thing here. You can put something here.
Or I don't do any of it, and it's really fun.
And then it's just us pointing around like psychopaths, which is what it actually looks like. Yeah. Anyways, so I met this guy named Jimmy, and we started it just hit off. Like, we started talking, found out we were from the same area, worked at the same IHOP, just different schedules, like the exact same place. Same time. You know, he would come in during the day shift. I'd come in at night. We never met each other. Yeah. Same situation. We ended up hitting it off, and started talking about comedy. Started talking about all the shows that we listen to on the road, because it's basically a classroom, because you're just listening to podcasts, audiobooks, all types of stuff. And we ended up just fucking the whole day off. Like, we should have got it done like that, because it was two of us, but fucked the whole day off. Ended up in the parking lot till like the sun was going down. And he finally asked me, he was like, hey man, he's like, I got some podcast equipment, you want to do a podcast? And I was like, honestly, man, I'm not interested in doing a podcast, which is ironic at this point. But I was like, I'm not interested in doing a podcast. What would be more interesting to me is doing like an animated series. Because I'm a big fan of name all of them. But of course, my favorite, South Park. So you see, I got my little South Park guys over there. I love South Park because it's one of those shows where it's going to be timeless. As long as they continue doing like good jokes, good story, I mean, you can't really end that show.
Yeah, I love that they stay relevant.
You know what I'm saying? They're able to take what's happening in the world and apply it with these kids, these animated kids that are just simple. I mean, it's done with computers now. Mm-hmm. It used to be done with cardboard, of course, everybody knows. But it's amazing to take something so simple and it's the most successful show ever.
Yeah.
I mean, this last go around, whenever they got their re-sign, they made $1 billion between the two.
Yeah, I thought it was insane.
I mean, that's bananas.
Yeah. Then they got Casa Bonita.
Yeah.
Like the owners weren't gonna sell to them specifically.
Yeah.
And then they got that check.
They got
I'm
it.
sure.
Oh, for sure.
And they're rebuilding. I think it opens in the next month or two. And luckily, I happen to live in Denver, and that's
dude, I want to go
20
to that.
minutes from Lakewood, which is.
Dude, could I fly out for that?
100%.
Dude,
come on.
Let's go, bro. I would love that, man. So yeah, I told him that, and I was like, yeah, man, I really want to do like an animated series, and he was like, dude, I think you got to go to college and do all this other shit. You got to learn animation. That's like a whole thing. And he's like, I don't know how to do that shit. He's like, you know how to draw? I'm like, no. I was like, hey, man, we can just, charge to the game. It's just an idea. And fast forward, like literally just a couple weeks, I was playing my PlayStation, and I looked up, and I was like, oh shit, we can use fucking puppets, because I used to go by a handle Meat Puppet on PlayStation. So I was just reading, and I was like, dude, we can get fucking puppets. We get puppets anytime we write a story, anytime something happens in the news or the fucking pop culture, whatever. You can just take puppets, throw them on your arm, write some shit, put a camera in front of you and just start going at it.
Yeah.
You know? And obviously, it's a lot, as we've moved forward through this whole process, this was 3 years ago, we've learned it's a way more complicated than that. But immediately, that's what got it going. That's what kind of like said, hey, we can do this. So came up with some designs, you know, drew them up, came up with who they're going to be, who we thought they were going to be, and just found a puppet maker.
Yeah.
Just called her up. We were like, hey, we got these designs. Can you do this? She's like, yeah. She was out of Oklahoma. Oh. Found her on Etsy.
So your homie torch is custom?
They're all custom.
Oh,
yeah, we drew them.
I kind of was wondering about that, but I guess I didn't like form the question. But I was, you know, like, because I know you said he got a haircut recently.
Yeah. And I added, because I was looking at him for the longest time. I was like, he used to have this like fluff. Mm-hmm. You can see it in the old videos. And I was like, there's something about him I'm not liking. Now he fits, the way he looks now, he fits more.
But yeah.
All right, cool. Anyway, so yeah, this is the guy. We've done some pretty cool stuff, man. Like I said, we came up with designs for him, went and picked him up, and we just kind of came out with like 3 ridiculous episodes.
Yeah.
Like there was no storyline to it, there was no point to it. We just kind of came up with a concept and just started just throwing it on paper, and then just filming it with our phones originally.
Yeah.
And we didn't know anything about lighting. We didn't know dick, nothing. But fortunately, my business partner, he's one of those guys where he'll look into what the right thing is to get. I don't have the patience. The only reason why I knew what to get as far as cameras was because of him. Because he's like, yeah, we can get this, we can get this. This is a budget we can work with. We can get something that's like these cameras that we have are great. Yeah. Because it's a good in between photography and video. Sony A7 III, baby. It's been great.
Yeah.
Anyway, so figuring out the logistics of everything, he did that, and then I started just kind of coming up with like, how can we take this and create a show out of it? You know, something that people can attach themselves to emotionally, like find characters that they can identify with, and kind of spread each of the other characters to where other people can identify with them, and then start applying them to all the craziness you see in the world. You know, like all just the wild stuff. And we've missed so much because it's just such a big project that we didn't know. But we're married to it now, so we don't really have a choice but to work hard so we can get the money we need to actually do it properly.
The first 2 minutes I saw Torch being active, I was just like, wow, this is something wild.
Yeah.
I didn't have expectations, but they were definitely like blown out the water. Like for me, like I just thought it was super cool. Like
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. That means a lot. I appreciate that a lot, for real.
You went from 18-wheeler driving to wanting to do into animation, which led you to get into camera work.
Yeah.
And then,
well, really, the show came directly after that. We filmed it with the phones, realized that sucks, and then started getting equipment, right? But we got the equipment for the show. Like, we had no intention into turning it into a business. Like, it wasn't the plan. It just got to the point where we hated the job so much that we were like, we wanted to get back to doing it so we can get better at it, so we can create what we wanted to create. And then, you know, it just dawned on us. It's like, hey, we got fucking thousands of dollars of equipment here, just collecting dust, waiting on us to do it for one thing. Why don't we just turn this into a business and then use all of the skills that we build over the time to really make our show badass? Plus, you've made a lot of cool people like yourself, like Harpoon, that can like bring more people into the fold, bringing more exposure, which, you know, 3 years later, look at what we're doing. You know, so it wasn't wrong. It just takes a long time to get to that point, you know. And we're getting close. I mean, somebody calling me.
Dang. No, but it's actually perfect because it's Blake.
Hey, shout out.
Hold on, Blake, 1 second. Let me.
What's up, dude?
When he joins the face.
Can you see him?
Yeah, he's there. He is. You're on.
What's up, dude?
What up? Oh, you're like in the fun.
Yeah, you're on it, dude. It might make it. It might get cut. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Freestyle.
Yeah, you're just here. Freestyle for us.
The audio can catch him?
Yeah.
I could do my style free if you need it. Not my damn fault that you think that my shit conceited. Out here like a motherfucker, confidence depleted. Why the hell you even got all them bullets and ammo needed? Got the Chris My Life a movie, the bitches is never dipping. Probably got the chip on her shoulder to put the dip in. Mama got the saucing and listening, now my missing. Fault is that your fault and your mama missing from kitchens that you used to fucking eat and eat. I'ma break you off and give you Reese's and Pieces. I don't give a fucking Kit Kat, little boys. Candy wrappers with some plastic around this shit making noise.
Ooh.
Exclusive, Midas Well.
He just basically just said, hey, turn on real quick.
Bodied.
Excuse me, has my mic on? The highway, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Well, you on your way here?
What the line on, dude? I'm on my way to Whataburger, dog, and then we'll talk about it. Big Ben, dude, I should just come through and we should just hang out and talk and not like smoke or whatever.
Not at all. Yeah.
Yeah, of course not.
Bet.
We would never.
All right, well, you drive safe.
Children of Christ over here,
See
bro.
you in a bit.
And I'm God.
That's the exit for the strip club right there. That's fucking
Go see you a titty or two.
I should put God right here. The God?
All right, well, we're gonna get back to this. You drive safe and see you when you get here. Can't wait.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Like,
Just right under here. Dallas.
so we've evolved to our big plan right now, and I have my big plan, and we've just combined that, and that's super cool collab.
Yeah.
What are you working on for, like, what's the goal this year? We can have like the one big goal.
I'm going to try to stick my hand in as many asses as I can.
Is that
No,
why
I'm
you
just
wear the gloves? So you don't leave the scent?
Yeah, pretty much. No, I wear the glove to, I already explained this, but we'll do it for here.
No.
I wear the glove for the puppet. It keeps the inside of it from getting destroyed because I don't want to have to replace them anytime soon. I'm trying to make them last as long as possible because they're already kind of getting old and I need to redo them and they're pretty pricey. So maybe I should start like a Patreon, you know?
I think
get some money.
you definitely could.
Get some money.
If
Throw
you
some
would
money.
subscribe, if you would comment, if you would.
Yeah. Oh, we got a YouTube too.
Yeah, we'll link that
Yeah.
here and here and here.
Yeah, the Uncredible Puppets.
The Uncredible Puppets.
The Uncredible with a U,
Yeah,
not
the-
I. Oh yeah, there you go.
And this is some merch that you have?
This is some merch that I have. I've made this myself.
Yeah. Would you make some if people ordered some?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I got to get my vinyl cutter back, but yeah, I'll do it.
Get it back.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, realistically speaking, what I would probably do is if you want me to make it, I'll charge you more money because it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Shout out to you because you made these shirts also.
Yeah. Well,
it's
that's
a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
I got a guy I can call now where I can say, hey man, make a bunch of these for me. And it'll be a lot better than if I do it. But if I do it, it's worth more money because it's going to be fucked up and you'll be able to say, hey, look, you fucked up right here.
Might say something different. A letter will drop off.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like one didn't unstick, so I had to try to line it up so it's a little off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's my artistic taste on there, you know?
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
like, see, it's crooked. That's how you know he made it.
Oh, yeah, see. All right. Well, you have any final thoughts? Anything you want to get out there before we kind of wrap it up?
Yeah, man, just, stay out of truck drivers' ways. They're the reason why you're not eating your family right now.
Yeah. The reason you're not what?
Eating your family?
Oh, yeah.
Because
yeah,
they bring the food to you,
yeah.
and if the food isn't at the store, you'll be like, oh my God, where's the food at?
First thing is
You
eat
know?
family, huh? That's what you would do?
And then
You wouldn't go hunting?
No, not some of it. Some of these people out there, no.
You're right.
No.
That's tainted meat.
No. Well, first of all, they'll be like, well, we can live off the land. And then they'll realize there's no land to live off. And they'll be like, well, what am I going to eat? And then eventually, it's going to be a while, but eventually you're going to start eating your family. You're going to be like, man, little Jimmy's looking pretty good.
Man, as soon as I can't go through the Taco Bell drive-thru and order a Baja Blast.
Yeah.
A Baja Blast.
Oh, Baja burrito.
I might eat my cousin.
Yeah. I mean, imagine how, the fear that would start taking over if you started going through McDonald's and they're like, hey, we don't have any food. You'd be like,
Why are you here?
it would be on the news.
Yeah.
They'd be like, there's an investigation on the McDonald's on blah, blah, blah street that they didn't have food. And next thing you know, they start popping up. It's like, this McDonald's also didn't have food. And then the TikToks would come out and they'd be like, where's the food at? And then they'd start talking about how they burnt all those food places where they make food.
Yes.
And then people would be like, damn, bro, they really are trying to kill us.
Damn. Well, I mean, that's...
Shout out to the apocalypse.
Yeah. I guess let's go get ready for the apocalypse. we got to get ready just in case, huh? So like, let's go get ready. Let's go prep.
So it's just stay out of the truck driver's way, and the shit will get there because they got to work. That's all they know.
Everybody, just go to work. Stay out the way.
Rock and roll. Yeah.
What was that saying?
You're talking about like what's my favorite color?
Oh, yeah, what is your favorite color?
I don't know. Red?
Red.